From Harlem. Nah, sorry. This is us talking. This is me and Sue here. The guy from Harlem.
The guy from Harlem.
Which, I mean, we are talking about John Shaft. He is the guy from Harlem, except he's the better version of the guy from Harlem. Yeah, we're talking about Shaft, which is brought to us by Tim Story, written by Kenya Barris, which makes a significant difference.
Which
because
explains so much with this movie.
It does. Okay, so if you've been listening to our podcast, or if you're a first-time listener that happens to jump upon this review, me, Sue, and D, we did the John Singleton Shaft movie, which is what this 2019 movie is a sequel of. Mm-hmm. And in that movie, there were jokes, but it was of the unknowing variety, I guess I should say. Like, it was situational, like when Shaft throws the basketball at fucking Homeboy at the beginning and shit. You know, that kind of stuff. It was unintentional, funny stuff, and you laughed, and, you know, Busta Rhymes tried to be all jokey and stuff because he's Busta Rhymes. But, like, in this movie, they played I guess you could say it was very entertaining, and the jokes, when they came, it was funny. Like, it didn't come across like
nothing came across forced.
Silly and forced, which I thought it was, because Tim Story, if you've seen some of his movies, he has some his jokes in some of those movies do tend to kind of like land forced at times. But, you know, you got Kenya Barris writing this movie, and it's like, oh, okay, this actually works. But yeah, this movie basically is the sequel to the John Singleton Shaft film with Samuel L. Jackson. We pretty much got, as D dubbed it, meme.
Oh, this was 100% meme. Full-in meme Shaft.
Yes.
Full-in meme Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson, from the time you see his character, all the way from beginning to credits, is just full-blown, just out there. Jesse Usher plays his son, and Regina Hall plays his wife. And
which she was funny.
Which the age gap between them, though.
I know, right?
That's man. I was just like, oh, okay. Clearly, John Shaft has been all right, fine. But I will say this though, she does make it very believable that they had a relationship, which I think worked for the most part. But yeah, this was a very surprisingly entertaining movie. I dead serious was shocked how good it was.
No, honestly, like with me, I'm glad that I didn't watch, like, I saw no trailers, no previews, no nothing. You know, I didn't even know about this movie until somebody had mentioned to me, like, oh yeah, they're making another Shaft. And I'm like, okay, really? Okay, and I just left it alone. So I went into this movie expecting nothing. I was like, okay, movie, throw it at me. What do you got? I know we got Sam Jackson, and I saw Richard Roundtree, his name in the credits. I'm like, yep, he's gonna be in this movie. So, like, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, to the film's credit, what I love about it is and like I said, it's the writing. Sam Jackson is able to be Sam Jackson that we know. Like, when we mean meme Sam Jackson, we're talking like, oh, this is Sam Jackson just unleashed. Like, he's saying motherfucker and going straight. I mean, the jokes that just came from him it's just too, to me, it was hilarious. Oh, it was very, like, and what I like about the movie and stuff, it's very typical of what you see in these kind of films, where it's like they really lean into the whole, like, Shaft's son is very millennial, like super millennial and stuff, and
like
Shaft
almost
is
self-aware millennial.
Oh yeah, it very much is and stuff, and it's funny, and like I said, it could have went. And I think that's probably why I like the movie, is that they could have went in, like, the prototypical thing where the jokes don't land, like, oh, you like your little blah, blah, blah music and stuff, but they didn't do that. It was just like, oh, of course you listen to that. Why wouldn't you listen to that?
The way they put the jokes together of, like, oh, the old guy going in on the millennial, which that's a common thing in this day and age.
Oh, yeah.
So
you millennials don't know how to change a tire.
Which I was waiting for that. I knew that joke was coming. And as soon as the joke comes in, I'm like, Thank thank you, movie. I appreciate that. Not only did you deliver said joke, but it was funny.
Oh yeah, and I will give the movie credit to this. I like the fact that Jesse Usher's character, Shaft Jr., he does evolve over the course of the movie. He isn't just, but Dad, why do I gotta shoot again? It's like, no, he evolves over the course of the movie.
Which, as I watched it, I expected. I'm like, he's gonna evolve. Having him just be a whiny character throughout the entire movie, that would have sucked.
We've seen movies where they stick to that the whole fucking movie.
We've seen that before, and that's what made him bad. But when you do it right and have the character evolve, you got good writing, you got good storytelling.
Yeah.
It makes you like him in the end.
Oh, yeah. Because like I said, I was expecting... See, I ain't gonna say the worst. It's just I was expecting one way, like, oh boy, Son of Shaft, I already know how these fucking movies go. And then it's like, oh, this was surprisingly great. They didn't go in the direction I thought it was. Okay, movie, you got me. But it was also like a lot of storylines, they tap into the whole, like, is the FBI really racist? Yeah, they are. But the way they did it, it was just in such a like blatant way. But then you think about it, it's like, well, that's kind of how it is nowadays. I mean, it's been like that for a while. I should say that and stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, I liked Shaft Jr. I thought it was, like I said, the whole family dynamic was really great and stuff. A lot of situational humor in terms of like Shaft, being Shaft, the guy that loves the ladies and all that stuff. That was fun. I mean, restaurant scene was fucking hilarious.
Dude, the restaurant scene, the club scene.
Callbacks from the original movie.
Yep.
I mean, and like I said, Richard Roundtree being Richard Roundtree. What'd you think of the action?
I really liked it. I genuinely enjoyed the action. I'm like, you know what? This was damn good. This is what I expected.
It ain't John Wick. I'll just say that.
Oh, hell
Don't expect John Wick.
No. See, first of all, you'd be stupid. Okay?
Yeah.
You'd be stupid.
Well, people gonna do the comparisons.
You'd be stupid to go into a Shaft movie and thinking you're gonna see freaking gun katas and my man and Shaft just headshotting the hell out of everybody.
I mean, it felt in line with what the John Singleton Shaft was in terms of the action.
But what I was expecting from all the action scenes was just give me a funky ass audio track, man. Just play some 70s funk and have Shaft just blasting people. Don't care if look, I don't care if it's a headshot. Just have them shoot people and they go down. And somewhere in the middle of it, let them gun butt somebody.
Yeah, I mean, and my man, what was it? Trying to remember. It was homeboy from fucking homegirl, I should say. First off, Lauren Velez.
Yes, shout out to Lauren Velez.
AKA homegirl from New York Undercover. She's in it. My man from fucking Ghost Dog, the ice cream dude.
Yeah.
He was in Black Panther as one of the tribesmen too. Fuck, I forgot his name when we did there was another movie that we did where his character, who was it? If I can find it. If I can find his name. Yeah, I can't find it. But anyways, the main bad guy is kind of like the typical, like, he has history with Shaft from back in the day and stuff like that. And it worked. I mean...
Expected, but it worked.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, what did you want out of it? Like, you want me to sit there and be mad at the bad guys? Like, he played his part. That's about it. So, I mean, it is what it is and stuff. I wouldn't put it this way. I wouldn't go in expecting it to be some deep enemy. He's just a typical bad guy that you need to do what you gotta do behind the scenes. And okay, they threw a red herring one time, which again, it kind of goes back to the whole FBI is very racist, kind of prototypical and stuff. But yeah, like I said, action was fine, story very fine and stuff.
This was once again another competent movie put together.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't have anything negative to say because, to be honest with you, I can say that I laughed at this movie. Like, I laughed at this movie.
It's just the jokes landed, but it wasn't too jokey. That's the thing. It's like, okay, the jokes landed. All right, fine.
I would say I laughed at this movie like a good 20, at least 20 times.
Oh yeah, yeah.
At least either 20 or over 20. But I definitely laughed a lot during this movie just because the jokes were on point. They weren't forced.
Even the visual stuff had me fucking rolling. The visual
stuff was funny, and it was just it was put together nicely. I will say that.
Yeah, so like I say, I think this movie will surprise a lot of folks. Like, oh, this is actually really good. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of people that were like me, where it's like, oh, it's Tim's story, all right, whatever, and then you're gonna be like, oh, this is actually pretty funny. Shocking, very shocking. So, yeah, I mean, what would we give it? What would you give it?
That's a good question. What could I give it? Like, basing this off of out of 10? Like, what would you give it?
7.5.
7.5? You know what? That's a good safe number. 7.5.
Yeah, 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Because I was thinking that. I was thinking 7.5, and I'm like
I said, like,
high? Am I going too low?
7.5 is about right and stuff. I mean, it's right and long. Because, like I said, it very is surprising. Like, oh, this is actually pretty well made. Because, like, if we run down all the characters, like I said, Jesse Usher was great as Shaft Jr. He did his thing and stuff. What's funny about him is, like, we were talking after the movie, and me and Lucas were saying this. Well, Lucas was saying, like, this is the type of movie that works for him. Like, I don't know if he'll ever be, like, leading man, but this works for what he does and stuff. Sam Jackson is Sam Jackson. Like I said, he's full meme Sam Jackson. And meme Sam Jackson is actually pretty good Sam Jackson.
Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. I like meme Sam Jackson.
I mean, last time we got that, at least for me, was Snakes on the Plane.
Snakes on the Plane,
and I fucking love Snakes on the Plane, no matter how ridiculous that movie is.
Because look, we could have got meme Sam Jackson, or we could have got kite Sam Jackson.
That Sam Jackson doesn't give a fuck. All right,
yeah,
sir.
You don't want kite Sam Jackson.
You want Sam Jackson that's like, all right, that came to play. So you got that. Regina Hall was great, and she had a moment which was hilarious, where she's in the bathroom freaking out. Which, as you said, is like, that dude really is just parked in her head.
No, he was living in her head rent free.
I mean, that whole scene was actually pretty funny. She had some comedic moments and stuff, and she worked and stuff. Like I said, despite the age gap between them two, their love for each other is actually pretty believable.
Yeah.
I will give the movie that. It didn't come across like creepy old man and young woman, and stuff. So, other movies would kind of botch that up and stuff. Richard Roundtree was Richard Roundtree. Shout out to Alexandra Shipp. She was actually really good in this movie. I will give her. Look, I never hated her. I know she gets a lot of shit for being Storm, but she was actually really good in this movie.
Yeah, she was.
No bullshit. There's a scene. Now,
I already know, because this is my favorite scene with her.
This is my favorite scene, and this goes back to what you said. The movie is self-aware on certain instances. So there's a scene where she's helping him out, and they're going in there, and he tells them, "Hey, stay there." And prototypical of these movies, it's always the girl that's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go in there." Funniest part ever is when she sits there and says, "Oh no, that's some simple bitch shit."
Because when you notice that the camera didn't move, like she goes off camera, and then you see her come
I thought it was
right,
gonna, but you know what it was? I thought it was gonna cut to like giving it inside.
No, because at first I thought that too, but then you see her go off camera and then come right back saying, "Nah, that's some simple bitch shit. I'm not doing that."
But you know what? Again, I will give credit to the movie. They made her and Jesse's relationship believable.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, oh, she's just falling over him because, oh, she's the girl. It's like, no, that makes sense. You believe them as friends.
Even though they started out as friends in the movie, you can already see the turning point when, again, not spoiling, there's a certain part in the movie, you can already see it playing on her face, like, oh yeah, she's gonna bone him.
I mean, there's like at least 2 or 3 times you saw that, and it's like,
there was, but there's a part. Like, there's a part in the movie where it's thrown in your face, like, she's gonna bone him.
True.
Just off of this scene alone.
True. Very true. So, yeah. Like I said, it's a very much a 7.5 out of 10 movie. Like I said, it's very enjoyable. Hey, I mean...
7.5. 8 on a good day. I'll
buy this shit on Blu-ray. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
Add to my Shaft collection, which is just the John Singleton one and this one. That's it. So
you wouldn't pick up
I don't have the Richard Roundtree one. I need to get them.
You know what? There needs to be a Richard Roundtree collection of the Shaft movies on Blu-ray.
I'm pretty sure it might be, but I just never really did.
You gotta check Blu-ray.com and see if any of the Richard Roundtree Shaft films have shown up.
Yeah.
And if they have, I would definitely pick it up, including Shaft in Africa.
Yeah, like, you know what's fun? Okay, I should ask you this though. Do you feel it had that blaxsploitation feel to it a little bit?
It's a modernized blaxsploitation.
So basically, John Singleton's.
Yeah, not necessarily like how you look at like Black Dynamite, where it's a straight up satire of blaxploitation.
So it's John Singleton's
Yeah.
kind of like esque,
It
like
is.
blaxploitation, but not like very
Like it's just a modernized blaxploitation film that works.
Oh yeah. Like I said, minus the fucking Migos version of Shaft. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Just play the regular Shaft theme and I'll be fine.
I would have been fine with that too.
I mean, yeah. So 7.5 out of 10. Enjoy it, guys.